It's another episode of iPad 365 where we look at music applications for today.
This episode is brought to you by Go to My PC.
Hey everybody, welcome to iPad 365, the show where we review an app a day to keep your iPad at play. My name is Jeffrey Powers, and today is Productivity Thursday, and of course we have lots of ways to be productive for lots of different people, including those musicians out there. Of course, this show, we bring this out every single day, 24 hours, and later we have another episode. You can check it out over at geekazine.com/iPad365. You can also check it out on YouTube over at youtube.com/Geekazine, and we're in a couple other places too. So check it out. On Mondays, we do business tool apps. On Tuesdays is games. Wednesdays, utilities. Thursdays, of course, productivity apps. Fridays, we have a viewer's choice. On Saturdays is wild card, and Sundays is fun day. Yeah, we do this 7 days a week for 366 days this year. I said 365. I started a show on a leap year, where technically wasn't true. It's iPad 366 this year. And I just realized that. Oh my goodness, I've been doing this show for over a month, and I just realized that it's technically a leap year and 366 days. Crazy, isn't it? Well, at any rate, let's just do the show here. You know, today like I said, we look at productivity apps, and we're going to do it for you musicians out there. These are applications you can use to create your music. Of course, there's many great apps being bridging music community together inside an iPad. As a musician, I'm very excited to see more and more items get merged into the iPad as a device. In fact, I saw a lot of stuff at CES, and it was just amazing what you can do on your iPad, especially for students. Now, if I would have had an iPad while I was going to college, I was a music major in college, I probably would have used it a lot in my studies, held sheet music, put together lyrics, put together music theory, do some reading on the history of music, so on and so forth. These are all apps you can get nowadays. At any rate, for these next 2 days, I'm going to be talking about different apps for musicians. Today, we're going to be talking about these two apps. And then tomorrow, I'm going to show you a couple programs that I saw at the Consumer Electronics Show that will just be on iPad 365 right here. First of all, from the piano to the guitar tuning apps, I've seen a few different apps there. To full drum sets on the apps. You got everything in between, and it's great. Even a vocalist can utilize the iPad with a little program called Pitch Pipe. Now, as you can see, it's just a circle with a bunch of notes on it. In fact, it has all 12 notes. But, of course, if you hit one of the keys, like, for instance, the A, you get a pitch. Now, it's not just, this is a program that helps you so you can figure out your note. Like, for instance, if I needed to sing a song in A, I could go, da, could I sing a song in the key of A? And if I need to change it, I can go to, like, C sharp. I'm in C sharp now. And of course, you can really work on your pitch for there. But it's not just for vocalists. In fact, right before the episode, I was really trying to find my old version of the pitch pipe. And actually, it's a circular, looks exactly like that little circular thing. It has a little piece on it so you can blow into it. I usually just tore that little piece off. But I used it because I'm a percussionist by trade, and I used it for tuning timpani. So as you're getting ready to knock out the next couple notes on the timpani, you would knock this down and you go, okay, that's a C sharp. Doon, 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 get that up to there and go from there. So I could actually see this, putting this onto the table, having a set of headphones on, so when I go to the next note, I can actually hear the note a lot better because I have headphones on and I'll be able to tune the timpani a little bit better. But anyway, it is the iPad app. Of course, it is free, and you can get it over at the App Store. The name of that app is called Pitch Pipe. Now, with our iPads, we want to go everywhere with them, but with our PCs, we don't. We want to keep them at home. That's why we have a program like Go to My PC, Citrix, and Go to My PC. Greatest thing in the world. I can use my iPad, I can use my iPhone on 3G to connect up to my PC at home, so I can find out what's going on. I'll sit there. It takes a little while to upload some of these videos. So what I'll do is I'll start the upload on my PC upstairs, and then I'll leave. And then about an hour later, I want to check to see how the upload's doing. So I get up on Go to My PC on my iPad, onto my iPhone. Gives me a little virtual mouse to move around on the screen. Connects up easily. I haven't seen any problems on any type of solid network there. But I can connect up to the PC and find out, okay, the upload's not done, or it's ready. Time to get ready to write a post for it. It's a great program. You can utilize your internet connection at home so you can have more bandwidth when you're on the road. So you don't have to pay for another 4G card when you're on the road doing business. You just connect up to your PC at home through hotel wireless, and you should be able to connect up and get things done. Don't take my word for it. There's a 30-day free trial, 30 days for free, by going over to Go to My PC. Click that Try It Free Now button, enter in the code PODCAST. PODCAST gets you 30 days of that free software over at Go to My PC. So don't take your PC with you. Just take your iPad and your iPhone and your Android, if you've got it, and connect up via Go to My PC by Citrix. Now here's another cool app for all you music writers out there. It's an app called Lyric Master 4000. It's an app that lets you record, then write down your thoughts. So let's say you're walking down the street or you're on the bus or something like that, and you come up with this killer song. You come up with these killer lyrics. You don't want to forget them, and you don't want to forget how you did it. I do that all the time. I'll actually record. I'll pull out my iPhone and I'll sing a song while I'm in the car. And then when I get home, I'll write them down. Well, I don't even need to do that anymore. I just sing the song. And then when I get to a point where I can actually put down lyrics, I can use Lyric Master 4000. So basically, what you do is you listen to what you recorded, you write down the lyrics. You could also, this can also basically work for writing, if you're writing a speech or maybe even writing a book. You get a paragraph that comes into your head and you go, I got to write that down. I got to talk about that. And then you get home, you record it onto the iPad or the iPhone for that matter, and then you get home and you write that down, or you get to a spot where you can write it down and you do so. Here's how it works. You basically have a bunch of songs, you choose a song, and then you do a recording. I've been playing with this a little bit. So let's create a new song here. So basically what I do is I hit the plus button and I create a new section. At this point, I go in and I record my track. So for instance, I'll go, this is Jeffrey Powers, and you're on another episode of iPad 365, an app a day to keep your iPad at play. I'll save that. I'll take the track, and I've got a series of tracks here. We'll do that, and we'll click on that. So I've just loaded up that track, and then I'll play it. This is Jeffrey Powers, and you're on another episode of iPad 365, an app a day to keep your iPad at play. So from there, it starts to repeat, and I can choose to not loop it, so I'm going to pause it for now. There's also some lines here on the right, and we'll get to that in a second. So basically, now I go to section 1, and I go to version 1, and I can start typing. This is Jeffrey Powers. And I can keep typing from there, but that's going to get boring from here. Now, there's another part on here for musicians. You'll see a thing that says 8 bars at 0.0. That's what this little part on the right side's for. I can take only a section of what I just recorded and have that in the section 1. That way I can break it into 5, 6 different sections, and I can get the lyrics. I can hit a repeat button, and that repeat button will then continue to repeat that little section until I get all the lyrics written down, which is very handy. Like I said, if you're writing a speech, you can sit here and talk as fast as I do on these shows, and then turn around and be able to transcribe that just as easily. I could have completely transcribed this whole episode using Lyric Master 4000. So it's pretty interesting way to write down your lyrics. You can choose the cheat sheet to see the lyrics only, so it just pops up all those lyrics. And when it's done, you can email that song to you or any of your friends. And that is the show for today. Have you used Lyric Master 4000? Have you used PitchPipe? Have you used an old PitchPipe? Have you tried both programs? Let me know what you think. iPad365 is my Twitter handle. Of course, iPad365show@gmail.com is the email address. You can email there and suggest any apps that I should talk about, or just say hi. How you doing? Here's a piece of candy. Have a pizza on me. I don't know, something like that. My name is Jeffrey Powers, and tomorrow we're going to continue this music theme, because tomorrow we've got a very special video for you. It's some video I did at Consumer Electronics Show, and a company called Ion. You might also know them as Geffen, and some pretty cool stuff for the iPad. And we'll even show you the little iCade Junior that came out of CES as well for your iPhone, which is pretty cool. And then on Saturday we will do the Valentine's special, where we will I'll show you a couple applications you'll want to download for Valentine's Day and get that going there. And then on Sunday we have a very, very cool app. Well, like I said, we do this every single day, 366 days this year, I suppose. And so come back tomorrow. We'll see you in 24 when it will be another iPad 365. My name is Jeffrey Powers. Take care.
You should follow Graphite on Twitter @GraphiteINC.